cattywampus and things. It happens. There we go. Okay, so we are here at the Outer Wall Battleground because I stopped by here, found this, and talked to Melina. So let's do that. So this is the thing. There are several locations that she can tell you things. I don't think the only other place I know of where she specifically asked this is the Third Church America, where we found the Flask of Wondrous Physics. I don't think we talked to her there because it wasn't quite as obvious. But yeah. But yeah. Um, I also have 5 gold seeds. Um, no, I'm actually gonna. I had marked this on the map. I found some merchants. Real fast overview of stuff I did. Um, most, not all, most of the kind of side content in Altist, the heroes' graves, caves, catacombs, for the most part, all of those kind of got done. I've also been doing kind of a slow sweep through Limgrave, trying to see if there's anything that I've missed. Doubtless there has been nothing super important, but there are, well, nothing super important that I've done anything about. Did find this, which we're going to go do. We're actually going to probably, today what I want to do is a lot of little things. A lot of little, like, side content type stuff. And we're going to start out with this side tomb. Because it's the one thing that I've got to remember is it's a little different, a little off. Sorry. 1 second. I was just testing if... Okay. Testing to see the volume of the television. Doesn't seem to adjust very well. No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, I'll deal with that later. So this was one. So I have a friend who I come through and do most of this stuff with. Oh yeah, there's some tiny pot man. And this one explodes. But came to this, couldn't do anything here. And it's because you got to walk up, you got to get taken, snared in a transporter trap. That's how this entire place works, as far as I'm aware. The reason that I got even that much out of my friend was because we were going to just do it. And then she was like, oh, wait, no, we can't, because of this thing. So otherwise, normally I pretty much get to go through a lot of stuff fairly blind. Maybe just some directing as we're actually going through it. Because usually when I'm doing side content, it's fairly straightforward. I did get some notes on some things that are just to keep an eye out for, or things that we thought I should know. For instance, one of the things that she was trying to decide how best to explain, which there's not really a good way to explain it that isn't at least a little spoiler esque. I'm assuming that's another place. Okay. You got. I'm assuming. Yeah. I was like, oh, he didn't. I assume he died in the explosion, and then he didn't. We're worried of chaos. Okay. And I assume. Where does this one take me? There's kind of traps everywhere, game. And saying just trap ahead is not message. Trap ahead. Okay. I just don't want that. And I've also had full confirmation. There are no mimics. No treasure chest ahead. Yeah, I assume this is another one of these, but this seems like the right way to go. This is kind of fun. Kind of shows a little bit, of some of the fun stuff that they do occasionally. We've seen a fair few of these that are just kind of fun. The one down leading to Mog was also another one that was kind of just fun for the kind of fun's sake. I'm sure the time for attacking is just because we can attack these, not really because they do anything. Okay. I don't know if there's anything else here. Doesn't look like it. So I'm gonna make my way to this next chest, because this seems to be where to go. Transport a trap. Okay, so that's just a back. That's interesting. He managed to get back up. I'm interested to see something now. Because okay. So that begs the question. I don't think these two are the same area. So I assumed to start with that it was teleporting us around the same area. But seeing him having not moved was enough to show me that, he's right. No hidden path ahead. It's really, really interesting that this is the second time that they've done this, where they're like, yeah, it looks like you're back where you were. All the enemies would be in all the right places, but you're not. Something's gonna be wrong. There's just going to be a couple things that'll be just a little bit off. Like items gone. Ladder, head, and lever. This is fun. But after this, plan is to do Everjails. And that's kind of I'm kind of in a little bit of cleanup mode because I've been informed that a lot of things need to be done prior to us getting out of the snow. There is also one other big, probably story event that we're going to do today. Which I did need to just kind of get told what to do because it's not intuitive. Okay. This should be taking us back. I believe it's up here, has the... I believe it was in the beginning. I'll know I've gone too far if I see the grace. Nope. And the grace should be up there. Okay, I couldn't remember if the door was here or not. Actually, you know what? Just for safety, I'll... no, that's 13,000. I was running around for a little while with a whole bunch of souls, which is a thing. I've spent some souls, so I'm a little bit higher level. 40, 20, 30, 10, 40, 20, 10, 10. I've also bought a whole bunch of stuff as I was kind of going through and clearing out areas. It made most sense for me to... Oh, I hate these guys. Okay. Many individuals seem a lot worse prior to now. I'm starting to notice that there are a lot of enemies that I was like, oh no, these enemies are hard, and then they're not anymore. um, I was actually just starting up a new game just so I could kind of go back through without like any time pressure or anything, and just go and kind of do things at any pace that I felt like. A lot of retreading some old game just to see how it feels to retread old game, and also trying to fight a whole bunch of the bosses earlier and without help, that sort of stuff. Not that I'm sure several people wouldn't love to see me do that. Not something that I want to spend the time doing because it's very much just a when I feel like it. Okay. I was told I was supposed to come here. Maybe I'm supposed to go into the room, into the throne room. Throne room. Okay. Yep. Ancient dragon smithing stone. They do. Hey, Kenneth, buddy. Okay. Um. Mm-hmm. Oh. So that's useful. I really only need that for one thing at the moment. Got the bandit set. Kind of how I've been doing a lot of things is just buying them in mild bulk. You know what? Since I have the runes on me. Alright. That being said, I'm assuming Kenneth will leave and go back to his fort. I am gonna just rest and see if anything changes. That is definitely a thing. So I could have done this since I've given Nefeli the Stormhawk and gotten Kenneth's quest as far as I did. Which I guess my one complaint, and it's kind of a consistent complaint with a lot of these NPC quests. There is no reason that I should have put two and two together to mean, hey, come here to finish this quest line. Okay. Okay. Like, specifically coming back here isn't intuitive, and there's been several, like, steps that haven't felt intuitive. Like, I know I struggled with, like, the Noxtella portion of Ronnie's quest. That, though, wasn't unintuitive so much as I just didn't see the prompt. Like, when I realized that, oh yeah, they have been starting to use that, that bothers me a lot less. I also want to come do this. But there's one other thing, one other very important thing that I want to do over at Round Table Hold. Actually, not at Round Table But let's check out Roundtable Hold and see what's up, because I feel like Gideon might have something to say about what just happened. Okay. I appreciate that he said something. Nice. For a bell bearing, I've got a few of these. And a lot of stuff that I can purchase here. Should I desire? I don't think there's anything right at this moment that's I've got like a burning desire for. Like, it's nice that I can get up to Smithing Stone 6 here. I can get Ghost Glovewort up to 6. I need 9 and presumably 10 at this point. I did want to look. So I want these. And I've got a whole crap ton. I've used some of them. But I've had a whole bunch of these guys floating around. So I'm just gonna buy the things I want at this point. I already bought all of Taupe's and Rogier's stuff. But now I've got some more spells that I actually kind of fit the theming. I also did change out my armor set a little bit. I'm using the Raging Wolf set. I did for a hot minute because this was a fun little set that I'd found while we were out. Was this. I did have this on for a little bit. Biggest problem with this is I'm not, like, I really like the cloak, but I think with everything else, where did I just lose this set? I think the Raging Wolf just looks a little bit better and kind of flows, and also it's a little bit heavier. Yeah. So there's that. Now the actual reason I came here, I'm actually going to go to EG4, which is I'm going to see how far we can upgrade our weapon. It should be fairly far. EG. Strength and blacksmith. I need runes. That's fair. Inventory. I'm just gonna grab one of these big boys. Okay, so I don't have smithing stone 8s. And I probably don't want to use that as far as my staff goes. So I've got a lot of stabs at this point. I don't know if I have any specifically that will be significantly good for what I'm doing. Kind of where my brain's going. Because each of these staves has usually some usefulness, or just like some of them are low stats. These ones are kind of low stats. This one is good for fast cast, which might be the end thing that I go for. But I don't have a high mind, and so my already low amount of focus will go very fast. This one makes spells more powerful, but I don't know if I necessarily need that. This would be good for some of the carrion stuff I have. Though what I'm going to be moving to is more frost. Probably have some carrion still on me. Frost I don't think has that much going for it, aside from Ronnie's set. But I can use like the meteorite staff, which was just gonna, it's just gonna plain be better. So there's that. So I don't have, I thought I had more 8s. I know I'd run into at least 1 plus 8. Ooh, I do also want to, because I want to avoid I don't want to have to avoid this place for a whole bunch longer. Because there was a couple stuff that I wanted to do over here. I know I have read stuff back when I looked up some stuff about Ronnie's because I was confused. I know I read something about outside Ronnie's. It might be a little bit later. I think it's still a little bit later. Okay. Some stuff happens right here, from what I am aware. I think? Maybe? I don't know. But, with that being said, we're going to go to Stormhill Shack. And I'm going to start going through all of these Everjails that I have ignored up until now. I have, like, Western Limgrave, I've pretty much gone through all of. There's not really a spot in Limgrave that I haven't been. So that's eventually probably going to be one of the places that I'm not really going to start coming back to that often. That's kind of the whole goal of this, is to kind of finish everything off. I do actually know what this is because my new character has already managed here. Can't actually fight this guy. Get your butt back here. I'm not gonna lose to just simply being impatient. I'm not gonna lose to greed. Aspects of the Crucible. Tail. That is actually, so, of the spells, of the incantations I'd love to use, some of the Crucible stuff is really cool. Okay, so we did that one. I don't think there's another over here. There's probably one over here. Probably, I don't actually necessarily see one. There is a dragon here that I do eventually want to fight, but I do know of this one. Also, this Selen. This was the thing where I was talking about, you can't really say any, like, there's no way to say it without being kind of spoilery. She's not here yet. So it's a bug in the UI. She will be there eventually. That is part of her quest line. But she is not there at the moment. So there's nothing, like the couple of times I've wandered around here, nothing could have done. Okay, Weeping Everjail. since I'm horrendously over-leveled. Hey, I've already fought one of these guys. Probably more difficult variant. Will you give me a spell? Radigan's Scar Seal. Okay. That's second talisman we've gotten like that. The Sore Seal. Now the Scar Seal raises attributes but also increases damage taken. The Sore Seal is a better variant. Okay. So raises vigor, endurance, strength, and dexterity. So there'd be some use to that if I wanted. I think that's the only one here. Everjails aren't going to take us forever, but I did want to kind of get them off of my plate. I don't know if there's any that I don't know about. Don't know what I don't know. There's these two. I knew there were two more that I was aware of. I don't think there's an easy way to get here. So we'll do them in kind of what I consider the rough order of the game. I know one of these we've looked at. There is a couple other places that we're going to go back to probably today that we've done before that we bounced off of. A good example of that is I think we're going to go back to the basement of the Kaled. That's the one. The Kaled Tower. Radon's Tower. And we are probably... Did I never grab this? Oh, I got a ballista bolt. Whatever will I do with that ballista bolt? It's also very weird. Like the new character I started, I specifically have been throwing points into Arcane, so I have a whole bunch of item discovery, and it's weird not having item discovery anymore. I'm used to most things, like I'm level like 20 something and or about 20, and pretty much everything drops something, or drop rates almost guaranteed. Okay, so this is technically someone that we've found, but sort of. We've seen someone in that armor set. But this is a, player like Flame of the Fell God. Okay. Now it's gonna kick us out. And so aside from this one, I know there's one in Altus. The one in Altus might give us some trouble. There's also this. Yeah, that's the one in Altus. Is that the last one that I know about? They are actually fairly visible, I've noticed. Oh, we're also going to do this. I've seen what's over there, but and that's part of Selen's quest line. but I've not actually done anything about it. Yeah, I don't think there's anything from what I can see. That was me trying to find him earlier. Anyways, Avengers Shack's probably the closest. The one nice thing that also about like going back and playing again is there are so many quest lines that out of sheer just not knowing certain things that I either completely missed or saw very small portions of. Like Rogier, we met Rogier once before we found him dead. Or we might have seen him catatonic prior to seeing him dead, but like that he had already passed his quest line. Similarly, the quest line for um, who am I thinking of? The one down. It's not like a super big NPC, but the one down in Weeping Peninsula at Castle Morn, that whole quest through Castle Morn that I just also pretty much missed because I didn't find the commander prior to. Nothing like super big, but it's still stuff that I missed. Okay, so we're gonna do that in Altist. Hopefully that'll be everything I need to do. And hopefully this one's not gonna get too bad. Then we're gonna go to Mount Gelmir. Gonna probably start cleaning up some of the stuff in Caelid, questline wise. We are definitely in the latter half of the game. And I'm officially getting to the point where I'm being told that some things I just need to go start looking into doing. We are pretty much safe until we're into the next zone by a little bit, which I do know what the next zone is as well. And it's a zone we've seen. So I will say, I was mildly aware that this existed. Which I think is a fun thing. Like Godfrey was so long, not Godfrey, Godric was so long ago. To kind of get another crack at him. Kind of leveled up, and I was pretty sure that was what this one was going to be, because this Everjail is Godfrey icon. What was it called? It was called something specific that made me think this. Golden Lineage Everjail. That's what it was. Knowing that Godfrey is the Golden Lineage, so Godric was part of the Golden Lineage. Ooh, I do want to do this as well. Let's do this first. Because this tree apparently has a unique boss for it. I'm trying not to forget all of the stuff that I was like, this is what I'm going to work on. And I want to kind of get Like, theoretically, if I could do today and get myself pretty well caught up so that tomorrow is just progress, that'd be great. Be very happy. I do also know that there's stuff here. I can't see. That's what I was worried about. I had noticed this area has some stuff with death. Ooh, I have also, speaking of weird random stuff that I kind of, well, more speaking of death, but you know, it's related to some of the weird random stuff that I did as I was wandering around. I ran into a death bird, which is one of the nighttime bosses, which I've not made a horrendous desire to go after. Because nighttime bosses, um, they do cause some hiccups with co-op that I've noticed. So when I want to be able to bring people into my world, I'd prefer not to have to worry about anything going on. And where's my marker? My brain saw a marker on the map and wandered over here, and it has nothing to do with where I'm at. Yeah, so these guys aren't my favorite. The tree boys. Okay. Hey, there's the minor erd tree. Mainly, I'm just not fond that they do death. Death is not. Insta-death is not my favorite thing. Yep. That's kind of what I thought was going to happen. I was informed there was a special boss, and I'm like, that special boss is going to be a. Nope, 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 nope. Please just don't do death on me. I don't care about anything else you can do to me. Nope. Ah. If I had noticed earlier the death buildup, I didn't realize the first couple times he slammed down. I'd prefer damage on him. Oh, I hate that. Nope. Was that just instant death blighted? Oof. Might use Mimic Tear on this because I know Mimic Tear is going to be impervious to this. And like most bosses, I really don't want to spend too super long. Okay. Hello, friend. If I could get him out of the way, that'd be great. Okay. He's death blighting around himself. Oh, don't. Doing that again. Oh, crap, 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 crap. I need to stay back long enough that I can get this death down. Oof. Oh, nope. Game. That was not what I wanted. Not good. Not the worst that could have happened, but still not great. Oh, crap. Nope. Yeah, Wormface, can you not? Ah! Okay. That right there is proof I can do it, and also, I don't want to go through that health bar again. It's doable. I just got greedy. Dang it. So, reason Mimic Tier can do this better than I can is because Mimic Tier is, interestingly enough, immune to death. Where is he not immune to death? Oh. Well, that changes a lot of things. Like, actually, how I wanted to approach this fight entirely. I assumed he'd be immune to death. Do I have something? In my inventory that... Okay, equipment. This is not the fastest way to get there. That sucks. Okay. I didn't think spirits could get death blighted because they can't get a ton of other status effects. That's kind of ironic. for a spirit to be death blighted. Okay, so things I want to do first. Yep, got him down. Come on. Him down. Grab Mimic Tier. Get this up. That was definitely not what I wanted to do, and Mimic Tier needs to get out of there, or is just going to get killed by Deathblight. Okay. Could you please stop? Okay. I was hoping he would not be immediately at his feet. I didn't realize he did that immediately at his feet. And that was not the right thing. Okay. Come on. Oh, that might be death. Or it's going to be very close to it. Uh... Well... well... Wait, I wasn't... Oh, apparently I was close enough. Ah, that sucked. I was not paying attention. I was really not paying attention. Maybe there's another spirit that can grab attention well. That won't necessarily be... Ooh, we could... In a while. Oh, that was not what I wanted, but I guess that's what I've got. Come on. Okay. Okay. Whoop. Okay. That sucked. I didn't realize I was next to a wall. Ouch. You know what? That's not what I wanted. Give up already. Oh, that does so little damage. Okay. Ah. And he does so much on that grab. Dang. He's real annoying. Okay, Crimson Spill Crystal Tear and Speckled Hard Tear. I want to see what those do because that was a pain in the butt to get. Temporary boost max HP and mixed physics. I've got 2 heads of that. What was the other one? Speckled. All resistances and heals all status ailments. Okay, that's actually kind of a useful reward considering it would have been more useful for him, but that's, I think, kind of the point. Okay. Mount Gelmir, and we've got to go here, because this is honestly the closest. There is one closer to where we're going, but I saw it, forgot about it. Yeah. And that's about it. So, I did come over here, I think literally last stream, and ran past everything. Got the only thing in the fort. Fought the magma worm. I also should have been touching all of those, and I'm not really caring at this point. But apparently, I was super worried that summoning pools, if you touch them, like they activated summoning. That's not what they do. They activate the ability for you to be called at a summoning pool. Every single one you've activated, you can use. I think it's one of the things. I have it. It's a co-op item thing. That means you can be summoned there, and your summon sign will appear. I think somewhere around here is a bear. But somewhere around here is a grace. I run through all of that portion. Aside from, like, killing the rune bear to see if the rune bear gets me something, there's nothing there. So there's a whole bunch of boys here. And by boys, I mean demi-humans. And an enemy that I've fought now a couple times, but I've never actually fought on camera because the couple of times I've fought him was in doing some of my wrap-up, and it's not like some spectacular new enemy, and I don't even know how long they're going to live, but it's a demi-human queen. We've seen one of these. And just because there's a lot of people around, I'm going to do that. Ouch. I don't appreciate. Okay. You guys. I'm going to leave Mimic Tier to deal with Maggie. She's also the only one that was named. So, and I've done that for, like, I think she's the furthest one that you can fight, and she's the only one who's named. So it's like, at least furthest as far as I'm aware. Because she is, as far as I know, the last. So she'll drop a memory stone. Cool. That's not actually what we're here for, though. What we're here for... Look at this man. And learn Comet Azure. And he might look kind of familiar to a piece of equipment we were just looking at. Staff of Primeval Glintstone Sorcerer Azure. Only those who have glimpsed what lies beyond the wisdom of stone may wield it. Reduces casting time of all sorceries. And we just got... Comet Azure fires a tremendous comet with a starry torrent. A legendary sorcery devised by Azure, Primeval Sorcerer, fires a tremendous comet in a torrent akin to a distant starry expanse, the place said to be the origin of Glintstone. Hold to continue releasing the sorcery's power. When Azure glimpsed into the primeval current, he saw darkness. He was left both bewitched and fearful of the abyss. Meet Azure. I think that's all that we can talk to him. He just gives us Comet Azure, which is one of the best sorceries in the game. And we've been able to come here and do this for quite some time. I just did not know how to get over here. All right. And with that, we're going back to see an old friend. I don't remember why I was looking... Oh, I think it was because I was looking up stuff related to Selin at one point. Because her quest marker. Sure. I am just taking the down with the establishment route for this playthrough, so yeah. Alien Seal Breaker. Okay. lead on Lestat. Okay. Do we have any? No, we don't. Okay. So, see if we can get anything more from the key that we were just given. Alien Sealbreaker can release Master Lestat from his confinement. Celia, town of sorcery, can be found in Caelid. This key said to have been found in the possession of a Celian sorcerer. So, it's been a while since we've been to Celia. Let us look for an unopened barrier. Because I'm now currently powerful enough that I don't really fear these guys. Or their meager little nobodies. Okay. I know I'm probably going to need to wipe out pretty much everybody around here. So this, if I remember correctly, this takes me up. Okay. And I don't think he's up. So I'm going to go with kind of my gut feeling, saying that he's somewhere down here in the city. If he is up above the city, we'll be kind of clearing out sector by sector. I am kind of curious what happened here to Celia. Because something happened here. But what is the, like, why are these all ghosts? Like, I know the obvious state of Caelid does, you know, kind of give a quick answer to that. That they just all died from rot. But that's not a satisfying answer. At least not as satisfying as I'd like it to be. Okay. I don't see any barriers here. There's still a bit of city left. I don't expect him past the gate. But this is starting point. Kind of going through and trying to... Did I never pick up this painting? Apparently not. Red main painting. That is a painting taken from a boss room. There's also obviously the upper portion of Celia, which I can get to on the rooftops and see if there's anything that I can see from up there, which I think is where we're gonna be headed. Unless... No. Okay. So, there's the boss room that's not far from here, which gave us Lucett's staff. Not recording. Oh, game did crash. Okay. So I want to kind of organize my thoughts before, even though this is real close to the end of my planned stream. Oof. This didn't crash everything. This just crashed OBS, which did crash the game, but not a bad crash like it normally is. Normally the game crashes instantly, and it didn't this time. It crashed afterwards. Hey, look, there's the game. Ready for some oversaturated video game? I don't know if the colors are exactly well mapped. This is a little bit more yellowy than the actual game is. I'm not super worried. Okay, so this is the thing I'm finding myself coming back to, is they say Celia or nearby, which makes me think, you know, back streets somewhere around here, not super way out. Like, Chair Crypt of Celia seems like a great place. This is where we found his staff. Like, somewhere near here would have made so much sense. But there's nothing near here. Okay, that was just a quick thought of if there was something below. Ooh, that's the thing I want to do before I forget. It's completely unrelated to the task at hand. But it's here. So there's a lot of things that I want to... And this is, like, there was so much that I probably will be regularly forgetting of what I want to do. There's Big Fire Dog. If I wanted to go fight Big Fire Dog, I do have that marked on my map, but I don't actually want to fight Big Fire Dog. Don't have a great desire to do that. But I was informed that if we go kind of over here-ish... I don't think... Well, I've come over here and then jumped into there. I was informed there's a way in this way. Probably not going to be much spectacular. Hey, this at least makes this restart of this stream again worth it. The Sofra Aqueduct. Oh, Crucible Knights. Oh, ouch. Hit like a truck like always. Ouch. That's 300,000 souls, isn't it? I really should have leveled. What I'm gonna do real fast is I'm gonna drop this for one of my many sacrificial twigs. In case I get murdered again, which is fairly likely. I still don't have a good method of fighting these guys. I don't feel like this is really a method of fighting them so much as a method of pegging Estus while they're around. Yep. Okay. Crucible Knights suck. They suck a lot. So this is a whole area. Gonna do this once more. But I'm actually gonna run from him. I'd like to see what else is here. More Crucible Knights. Okay. Apparently unbackstabbable Crucible Knights. Oh, well, I didn't expect you to get help from the locals. Ouch. My personal opinion, that should have murdered all of them. Okay. Smithing Stone 6, really? Stop it. What we get is what we get here. Okay. Okay, that's like a gold. Order healing. There's definitively going to be something behind that guy, and I know it. Okay. Which, if for any reason my game does crash again, I will not be coming back. That will just be an abrupt end to this. Okay. Are there guys behind? Okay. Smithing stone 4. Yet they throw crucible knights at you. Hello? Okay. I'm gonna try and talk to him again. Usually if they say the same thing twice, it's usually indicative that there's nothing to be seen here. Feels like some form of boss. Hey, look, another gargoyle. Eh? Oh, I hate that. Got my hands full enough with one of these guys. I don't need two. Okay, so some gargoyles up here that we should go fight. No, Side of Grace. I'd like to also do Lucette. So there's a couple places that we're going to be doing. But what I'm going to do now, level up a little bit. Get myself as much as I can in terms of extra damage. Yeah, if I put it there, it's 70. If I put it into dexterity, it'd give me slightly more. Strength would give me a lot more, actually. But nope. We're gonna keep going down this intelligence route. So, hope you guys have enjoyed. And see you guys next time for some more Elden Ring. Bye! After stream VOD special. AKA, which the game just got all weird colored because I'm ending and I took the game out HDR by doing it. Bye!